show this in the camera.
Yeah. And we flipped this how many times now?
Not sure where that came from. We have
You suppose William slipped it in?
flipped this multiple times, and
I wonder if William... Set up,
sure I didn't.
set up to put our seeds in to get them started, because it is time zone change day. We leapt forward at 2 o'clock this morning, so we are now 3 hours ahead of Arizona. So that makes it March 15th, right? No, March 11th. What is today?
No, it's March 14th.
March 14th. It's my niece's birthday.
Yes, it is.
And we're putting our seeds in now because we don't have our greenhouse up yet. And this is what we're doing. So
these are the fall ones we're doing in the fall. So, yep, everything's good.
So kale, shallots, and you can see this one, Ochoa.
I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I know American Homestead pronounces it, but...
Yeah, anyway, he grows them there. They're like a cucumber. And look really good, so we ordered those from him, and we actually ordered some more because I tried growing these in Arizona, and they sprouted, but then they died. So I only have about 4 seeds left, so we ordered some extras. But
supposed to be amazingly prolific.
Yes, and very, very vining. He actually pushes them up on a trellis on an arbor, and in the summer when it's hot down in, where's he, Arkansas? Mm-hmm. Yeah, down in Arkansas, he can go under there and get some reprieve from the sun.
He's in the
Ozarks.
Ozarks.
Yeah, so San
Marzano,
the mortgage lifter. If you don't know the story behind that, look it up, or maybe we'll tell you that story another time. But Brandywine and Rutgers, and what's sweet? Oh, banana peppers. Yeah, lots of peppers. Somebody loves peppers.
Love peppers.
But I love the banana peppers. Love those on sandwiches. So.
Never tried ground cherry, so figured we would try them. I think it might be a little late to do the kale, but we've got a lot of kale seeds, so I figured, you know what, let's try it, see what happens, because we'll have the greenhouse, and it doesn't get, I mean, we're on the mountain, so it doesn't get super hot, so I figured, you know, let's try it, and if it goes to seed, then no big deal. We've got plenty of kale seed. Yep. And we'll just do it in the fall.
Yeah. And we do have ground cherries here. I have seen some, but I didn't really try them because they were dried out by the time I found them and knew what they were, but... Anyway, so there's our mix and our pots.
We're planting a lot more, but these are the seedlings that we're starting.
Yeah, let's get a jump start on the seeds. So let's get to it.
We are utilizing a mix that Gardner Scott uses. So thank you, Gardner Scott. I've been watching your channel for several years now.
Great channel if you're just getting into gardening. Check him out.
So I know we think that seedlings need a lot of fertilizer to start, but everything I have researched and what Gardner Scott talks about a lot is that seedlings have everything they need.
Seeds have it.
Seeds, yeah, the seeds, sorry, have everything they need. It's when you plant them in the ground that they need the extra nutrients, but the seeds themselves have everything they need to get started. So we're doing just a simple peat moss, vermiculite combination. So we are doing a combo vermiculite and peat moss mix that we learned from Gardner Scott. If y'all don't watch Gardner Scott, highly recommend his channel. And he talks a lot about how seeds themselves have everything they need, and if you give them too much, you can actually cause damage. If you give them too many nutrients, when you plant them in the ground is when they need their nutrients. So So we are doing a very simple, like I said, peat moss vermiculite combination for the seedlings. And then obviously when we plant in the ground, we'll have our compost and good soil, fertilizers.
Amendments, all that good
Yeah,
stuff.
all the amendments. Everything 100% natural. We do not believe in chemicals. I believe that if you utilize nature, then, if you can utilize nature, then I believe you can actually grow without chemicals. Excited about these Chores?
Yeah.
Sorry, American Homestead. I'm butchering it, I'm sure.
Ochoas, Okeechobee, I'm not sure. But they look amazing. They're actually kind of a spiny looking cucumber. I guess as they get bigger and older, you can cut them open and stuff them. But when they're young, they're very and just
We're going to grow
chomp 'em.
ours up on cattle panel. We're going to do an arch with cattle panel and grow ours up. So as you watch Zach on American Homestead, he walks under his arbor and just grabs them and eats them.
He grazes through his garden, which I am looking forward to.
Now, this is actually our first time doing seedlings. In Arizona, nothing really grows in the summer, but in Arizona, you don't really need to do seedlings. It's not.
You're going to get. You don't have to pre-grow your seeds.
No,
and you're going to get hate mail for saying nothing grows in Arizona.
Well, no, it grows. I'm saying summer. Very little grows in Arizona in the summer. We had a small garden in Arizona, but very little actually grows. We had a shade cloth over our garden, and the peppers survived, but it's very, very difficult to grow in the heat.
Survived is about all they did for the summer.
Yeah, but they came back and did really well.
Yeah, I was agreeing that nothing grows. They survive.
Yes. Now, if any of you know about the mortgage lifter, so story has it that there was a gentleman who was trying to make some extra money to pay off his mortgage, and he was trying to find the perfect tomato, so he kept cross-breeding? What's it called?
Cross-pollinating?
Yeah, he kept cross-pollinating to try to find the perfect tomato. And after several years, he finally got the mortgage lifter tomato, and through the sales, he was actually able to pay off his mortgage on his house. So hence the name mortgage lifter. So it's a pretty cool story. So that's why we actually got the mortgage lifter after we heard about that story.
Well, it sounds like an amazing tomato, too.
Yes. So I thought that was pretty amazing that somebody paid off their mortgage by creating a tomato.
And I've got eyes burning a hole through me. Oh, look, I found peppers on the ground.
The wind.
Katie, come on, don't get in the mud, sweetheart. Thank you. So I guess we should point out that we are, for anybody who is new, we are out at the new shop, and we've got grow lights set up on the inside, but you are actually sitting inside the garage door, and this is the kind of, well, I won't say the back side of the property, but anyway, all around the shop we have 4 springs running out of the side of the hill. So fortunately, when we leveled off this area to put the shop in, we got it sloped down, and the extra water can drain off into the creek, which is behind the camera. It's all slowly coming together, little pieces.
Now this Rutger's been got in a survival seed package, so it'll be interesting to see how these work. You never know if these are good seeds or not.
I don't remember if it was a survival thing or if it, you know what, actually.
There's a lot of seeds in here, good Lord.
These came along, I had ordered some of those 72-hour emergency freeze-dried kits.
Yeah.
These were thrown in with them.
Oh,
so,
okay. So
They said it's actually very hard to tell.
our theory is that the lighter colored duck is the male.
Oh, good grief.
For those of you that have experience with ducks, have you found that the males are lighter in color when they are younger?
Yeah, not that you can see it that well.
Oh, hi, Gregory Peck.
Oh, he pooped on me. Oh, you pooped on me.
Thank you all so much for joining us today. We got the seedlings done. We got a few other things done on the homestead. We're getting ready to head in and eat some dinner. But we just wanted to say thank you. We're really excited. This is the first year that we're going to be able to have a really big garden.
Yes, really big.
Really big, yes. Let us know what y'all are growing, and if you've started your seeds already or if you're waiting. And we hope to see you next time.
All right, and we appreciate you stopping by. Please give us a thumbs up, share us if you would, and subscribe. And as always, be good to each other. Take care. God bless, and we'll see you on the next video.